Good morning, Jaime. How are you? That's good.
Well, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm really looking forward to what you've put together for us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let me go ahead and introduce you to everyone. So Jaime Seelmeyer is a Louisville native and a holistic healer of mixed modalities, including integrative psychotherapy, energy healing, and Reiki, therapeutic yoga and meditation, shamanic and earth-based practices. And she takes an East meets West approach to wellness, grounded in emotional and trauma awareness while weaving in soul work for the whole person. Jaime enjoys all things Mother Nature, sound, movement, and being with her wolf dog Beans, which is the best name for a wolf dog is Beans. I love it. You can find her at omologywellness.com or on Instagram at Omology _ is it ON at the very end there? Or no, I'm sorry. It's just Omology _.
Omology _, yeah.
Yes. Don't want to send people to the wrong place. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. Jaime is going to lead us in a meditation that she's put together that I think really flows into the rest of the day. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Jaime.
Awesome. Thanks, Amanda, and thanks for being here. And we're just going to jump right into our meditative practice. So we're going to start standing, actually. So if you're in a seat, go ahead and transition to a place where you can stand and have a little bit of space around you to move a bit. And I'm going to adjust just a little bit here so that you guys can see me fully. And you may not see my face, that's okay. We're not going to be standing too long, but we're going to just come up to stand and we're simply going to start to shake. We're going to start to shake our body. It's almost kind of like you're jogging in place, or it could become kind of like a dance. Just getting a little bit of movement going. I really like to move the hands a lot. The arms, you could take the arms over the head. And just start moving. And if there's any kind of spontaneous movements that want to come, let them. You're just getting some energy flow going. And there's really an intelligence to the shaking. It's really a primal, innate thing that animals do in the wild. And they do it after a threat. So when they've kind of stepped into that fight or flight response, they shake it off. You may have seen your dog or pet do this. They do a quick shake so that they can restore balance in their nervous system. So that's kind of what we're after here as well. There's a lot of things we're getting from this exercise. Also shaking off energy debris. So this could be, your own energy sludge, stuff you picked up, overnight in your dream space, or maybe picked up from another. You're just shaking it off. And when you feel ready, come to stillness and take a big deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, big sound, sigh, exhale. Let's do that again at your own pace. A big deep breath in through the nose, fill all the way up to the fingertips and the toes. Fill, 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 fill with breath. Open your mouth, sound, big purging exhale, empty completely. One more time, cleansing breath at your own pace. Biggest breath you've taken all morning, all week. Fill all the way up. Fill the whole field of energy with breath. Fill all the way up. And a big sigh, release, exhale. And just for a little extra, we're just going to do a Reiki technique. It's dry brushing or dry bathing, but we're just going to kind of finish off that exercise by just moving the hands down the body, the arms, Under the armpits, we get a lot of stagnant chi or energy. All the way down to the feet. There's no wrong way to do that. But you might notice how that feels to your system to move the energy in that way. And then when you feel comfortable and ready, come on down to a seat. It's a little backlit there. I had to adjust some lighting. So let's come on into a seat. Comfortable seat. You could be on the floor if that's comfortable for you, or you could move into a chair if that feels better for your body. It's most important that you are comfortable. That's what's most important. Okay. And when you get there, if it's comfortable for you, you can close the eyes. Alternatively, you could find one spot to fix the eyes and almost let the eye gaze merge with that item or that spot on the wall or the floor. Begin to still the eyes and the body will follow. And the breath will follow. But not so much a still breath, but rather a fluid breath. And start to tune into the flow of your breathing without trying to change the breath in this moment. Just drop into the flow of breath. What does it feel like to breathe now in this moment? What is it like to be here now, to breathe in this body right now? Notice the sensations of the breathing. Notice the locations of the breathing, of the breath. Where does the breath move? And let your awareness of your inhale, your next complete inhale, carry you down to the belly and to the root. So let your awareness with the breath in drop all the way down to the root, your seat, where you're sitting. Our root space, we could say this is our space of most connection, aside from the legs and the feet, most connection to the earth, and our root chakra or energy hub, as we will call it in yoga. So here at the root, we're going to practice a little bit of grounding to begin the morning. So your preference, you could start to imagine something like the roots of a tree, or maybe sometimes I like to work with just a single cord, like a silver or golden cord. And you're going to start to imagine or visualize or sense roots or that cord growing down from you, down, almost like it's coming from your spinal column, down through your root and down through the floor beneath you and the earth, into the dirt of the earth and the layers of the earth, the rock, perhaps some glowing lava, all the layers, and send your roots down all the way to make their way all the way to the core, crystal core of the earth. This kind of power center essence, sometimes we call that, we refer to that as Gaia energy, this Mother Earth energy, core of the earth. And imagine or sense or intend for your roots, your cord, to plug right into that cord. Just like you would plug a phone charger into the wall, plug it in, feel that connection, or imagine what that connection would be like. And in an instant, grounded and connected. One with the earth. We're always one with the earth, but sometimes we can get a little chaotic in our energy field or feel disconnected. And so powerful practice here to drop right in and start to deepen the breath. And sense that on the inhale breaths, you're breathing in this Mother Earth nourishment, supportive energy into your field, into your body. And with the exhale, it's integration. You're moving that earth energy throughout the body, every cell of the body, the whole auric field. So each breath is a beautiful, abundant gulp of Mother Earth energy breathing in, up through your root into your system. And with the exhale, the circulation and movement of that earthy, secure, protected, nourished energy. And as you're breathing, we'll just say a little bit about what we're doing here this morning. And really what we're doing in any kind of embodiment practice or yoga practice or self practice. And I've been thinking a lot about, what's going on in our community and beyond in the world. And just, in these times, perhaps more than ever, we are in this kind of trance, if you will, of this trance of separation, or sometimes we could call it like a separation consciousness. And this trance, and it is a trance, is false. So we get into this mindset that we're of other or different or disconnected from others, from our earth, from our highest self or spirit or the universal energy, whatever you choose to call that. And so this practice, and really any self-practice that brings you into a flow state or a state of presence and remembrance of our oneness is amazing work right now. And a lot of us maybe here or who will maybe see this or doing this kind of work, we do a lot of outer work in the outer, right? Helping others or community-based work. And it's a lot of outward focus. And what's just as important is our inner work, doing the inner work, each of us.
Okay, I'll see you later.
To bring that oneness within ourselves, and then that ripples outwards to others around us, and it ripples out to serve the entire collective. And let's take a big, full, deep breath in through the nose. Big out breath through the mouth. Feel your presence, feel your connection to the earth. We're going to start a little bit of movement. So you could just start with a little bit of a sway. Or you could even let this become kind of like a circle with your upper body. We call this like a Sufi grind sometimes, where you're just kind of creating like a spiral or circle with the spine. Eyes can remain closed or that fixed gaze on one point. And if you know cat-cow from yoga, it's kind of like that. As you come forward, a back bend, and then as you come back, rounding the spine like that angry cat pose. Just getting a little energy flow for the spine, waking up the bones of the spine. Let's change the direction and go the other way. And then one more full circle, full cycle around and grow long in your spine. We're going to take the hands to the shoulders. So the fingers are going to come up front and then the thumbs in the back, like you're creating wings with your arms. And we'll be inhaling, turning to the left. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Keep the chin aligned with the sternum to protect your neck. Maybe gazing down at the tip of the nose or closed eyes to avoid some dizziness. You're kind of making like a washing machine move here. And we're opening up through the upper spine and the heart space, creating expansion at the heart space. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Bring it to center, hold the posture, take a big deep breath in. Hold in the breath for a moment. Feel that energy building up the spine, and then when you're ready, exhale, release the breath, release the posture. All right, one more bit of movement here. We're going to work with an exercise called pulling prana. Sometimes it's called that. I love that name. We're literally pulling prana, which is life energy, energy into our system, the energy of all that is. We can pull that into our system to sort of amplify our own field and how we feel and just support our vitality. So we'll be inhaling, arms up, and my hands are open like this as I'm reaching up. So you're reaching up, inhale, exhale, pull it down into your system and create fists of the hands. And that's it. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. You can move as fast or as slow as you want to. If you notice it's too activating for you this morning, which this one can be, then slow it down or stop. Always honor your own body. Take what you need, leave what's not for you. This can be very invigorating and enlivening, but sometimes depending on our state, we don't need all that. So honor where you are today. Pulling in life force prana, pulling in the prana through the breath and through the hands. Just a little bit more. Inhale, reach up, open the hands, spark the fingers, hold the breath in. Exhale, relax, let the arms part, come into stillness. Long, deep breath. Remain where you are seated or start to make your way into a posture lying down. So you might want to come into something totally relaxed for this next piece of our practice. So you could lie down on the floor, bed, or anything that's around you. Come into a comfortable chair or remain in a seat. Long, deep breaths, and if you'd like, you can begin to initiate an extended exhale breath. This is going to be a breath where the exhale is a little bit longer than the inhale, or a lot longer if that's okay for your body. And what this will do is activate the sympathetic nervous system, that aspect of our nervous system, or rather, parasympathetic, which is the parasympathetic is that rest and digest state, opposite of fight or flight. And we have the power to shift into that, to toggle into that from fight or flight anytime through the breath. So start to lengthen your exhales, let them be even just a teeny bit longer than the inhale. Makes a difference. Relax wherever you are into your seat or lying down. Let these next few moments of your morning, of our meditation, of your day be total surrender and peace. We've done a little bit of action and effort to prepare our systems for stillness, our minds, our bodies, our hearts. So now let this time be just a window of surrender, of allowing flow, allowing yourself to simply be, just to be.
Deva
This moment to simply notice how you feel. You could remain where you are in your seat or lying down as long as you would like. If you feel like you've accessed a place of ease and flow and peace, I invite you to stay there a little longer beyond our time together this morning. And if you'd like, you could put one or both hands on the heart as we move towards a close of our meditation. And as you do this, perhaps you consider an intention or prayer or affirmation, anything at all you'd like to intend for yourself or your loved ones or the greater collective for this day and beyond. This is a really nice place in this state of peace to set intention, a very powerful place to set intention. So take a moment now if you'd like and mentally or out loud state your intention to yourself. Your whole body, all the cells are listening, entire universe listening. So honor the power in this moment and in your voice. Hands could stay where they are. They could come to Anjali Mudra and prayer gesture at the heart. Taking a moment to thank yourself for taking this time for you, taking this time that will ripple out to serve others in your life and ripple out for the collective. So I thank you for that. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to Amanda and Shannon for having me here. And the light and the highest, the oneness within me, sees and honors and recognizes the light and the highest and the oneness within each of you. Namaste and Satnam.
Thank you, Jaime, so much for that. That was wonderful. Really appreciate it. And
thanks for having me.
Yes, and for anybody who maybe got on a little late at the end there, we will put this on our YouTube page, which is Mental Health Louisville on YouTube, or you can just go to Jaime's Instagram where you do these, you do like a meditation, I feel like almost daily, right? You do them pretty often.
I was for a while there. I'm taking a little break, but yeah, pop up things here and there for now, and then eventually more regular access.
Well, and you can always scroll back through and find some older versions and older posts. So, and if you want to work with Jaime or find her, you can go to omologywellness.com or the Instagram page at omology_. So thank you again so much for joining us this morning. And for those of you who are watching, please stay tuned. At 10, we'll be talking about mental wellness deserts and what we can do to make some growth in those areas. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.